G'day, crypto junkies and DeFi lovers. It's Bruce here again. Sorry, it's been a week or so since my last video. Been busy editing and updating my DRIP / Animal Farm calculator simulator. So I've got a version 2 now. I thought I'd run through things in a bit more detail so you can get a bit of an idea of how this calculator works. And we can go from there. So like I said, I've updated this to version 2 now. And what I've added is the ability to select stakes or a staked value in your piggy bank. So at the present time, you can only add one stake, and you can only add from 4 weeks to up until 52 weeks or 1 year. And you can select that stake right here, 4 weeks, 8, 12, 26, or 52 weeks. If you don't want to put any stakes in the piggy bank, leave it at 0, and that will leave your staked value unlocked. So you won't have any locked piggy banks if you choose 0. So as mentioned in my intro video for the calculator, you can add your dollar value for what you've invested at the top of these selections here: Drip Garden, Drip Faucet, Piggy Bank. So for me, I've invested these values into each one. So 600 into Drip Garden, Drip Faucet 600, and Piggy Bank 1000. My current plant count is 4,500. My current drip count is about 50. And my current piggy bank count is about 68,000 piglets. So let's start with the Drip Garden. I've decided with my strategy, the best way to go is just 1 day a week. If you claim 2 or 3 days a week, it just seems to be take away from your compounding. So it's much better to compound a lot more than it is to claim. So my strategy is 1 day a week. So claiming, like, for example, on a Sunday, and then the other 6 days, we let it go and compound every day. The other option in the Drip Garden weekly claiming strategy is to select to roll over to Drip or Piggy Bank, or Drip and Piggy Bank. So if you select this checkbox, you then have no realized gains. Now what your realized gains are is what you've actually withdrawn from the protocol and converted into profit, like converted into stablecoin, USDC, BUSD, that kind of thing. So if you've done that, that would be realized gains. But if you select to roll over your profit from Drip Garden into Drip and Piggy Bank, then you have no realized gains from within the Drip Garden. It all goes straight into Drip and the Piggy Bank. So I hope that makes sense. That's you're not making any profit if you choose to roll over your profits here straight into Drip and the Piggy Bank. Unrealized gains, obviously what you've compounded and what is currently your current value of plants and seeds in the Drip Garden. So anything you compound, it doesn't get claimed, obviously stays in the protocol. So for example, I currently have 4,859 plants, and that 4,859 plants, so I can change that, 4,859. So that 4,859 plants gives you a certain amount of seeds per day, which gives you a certain amount of income per day. So from that, we can calculate your unrealized gains, which is locked in the actual Drip Garden. So like I said, if you choose to roll over, you don't realize those, you don't take those profits out of the Drip Garden. But if you uncheck the rollover to Drip Piggy Bank, you will actually withdraw those profits and convert them into BUSD or USDC or BNB or whatever you like. I hope that makes sense in terms of rolling over to the Drip Faucet or the Piggy Bank. Just to clarify, what that does is when you choose rollover to Drip or Piggy Bank, it will take that monthly profit and it will calculate the amount of drip you get from the LP that you've withdrawn, because when you withdraw from the drip garden, you get DRIP BUSD LP. So it will split that profit half into DRIP according to the price that you've selected in the pricing table here, and it will split the rest into BUSD. So half of that, which is DRIP, will then get deposited into the DRIP faucet at the start of the next month, and the other half will pay for Pig's BUSD LP, and that will then be deposited into the the Piggy Bank, and converted into piglets and deposited in the next month. So if you roll over your profits from the drip garden, you'll notice in the blue and the kind of purple columns, which is the drip faucet and the piggy banks, if you choose to roll those over, you'll notice the amounts change in those columns, because the profit that you're taking from the drip garden is being taken from the realized gains. It's being split up and added to the drip faucet and the piggy bank. So if you see that, you'll notice the change, and you'll notice the total outcome, the difference in the total outcome. So if your profits that you move over from the drip garden, you're going to get an extra, well, I'll get an extra 300, almost, or 250 drip, and my total piglets will be an extra 100 million, so 100 million plus. So it's an interesting theory to try and test out for your own benefit and your own investment. Which one works for you, rolling over or cashing out? It's up to you, totally. So I hope that explains in some way the drip garden, and it makes it a little bit more clearer on what the meaning is for rolling over your profits. So moving over to drip, it's pretty simple. You can choose to claim 1, 2, or 3 days a week. It depends on what your needs are, but again, I prefer just to stick to 1 day a week. Help to build that deposit up and not taking too much out. So I'll stick with that, and probably stick with rolling over my profit from the drip garden and splitting that between the faucet and piggy bank. So the drip table doesn't really need much explaining. It's just a matter of, you know, these are the prices over 12 months that you can play with. You can change these prices to whatever you want. So I'll change that to $40, and maybe it'll go down to $25 at the end of 12 months. Who knows? $35. So it's entirely up to you. It's the same for each table. So the drip garden, you can change the prices for plants, and the drip faucet, you can change the price of the drip token to try and change the outcome of your investment, depending on whether it's a bear market or a bull market. So it's entirely up to you. So now moving over to the piggy bank. The piggy bank is definitely a little bit more complicated than the other two investments, the drip garden and drip faucet. The piggy bank, you can stake your piggy bank. Now on the DApp, on the protocol, you can stake it up to, I think it's 2 years. So it's 3 years. So 3+ years, you can stake it up to that, and that'll give you 149,000%. What I've done is I've capped it at 52 weeks, because let's be reasonable here. I don't think too many people are going to stake it for 2 and 3 years. So after 52 weeks, you're going to get a 3,813% bonus. So what I've gone and done is I've allowed people to choose the stakes that they want up until 52 weeks. So you can choose 4 weeks, 8 weeks, 12 weeks, 26 weeks, and 52 weeks. And what will happen is, if you choose the amount of weeks that you choose, it will lock out that investment and compound for that in this case 8 weeks, or compound. You won't be able to withdraw anything from that, even though you've selected 1 day a week to withdraw. Those first 8 weeks, you won't be able to withdraw any money. It will just be compounded back into the piggy bank as piglets. So you notice here on my calculator, this is my piggy bank calculator in the background. The first 2 months, completely blank, no withdrawing at all compounded. And then after the second month, it starts the withdrawal process. So if I change that again, let's say 26 weeks. So that is 6 months. So for 6 months, we haven't got any withdrawals. You can see for the first 6 months, $0 realized gains because it's locked. So let's go down to the 6 months. So this is the 6th month. And then after the 6 months, it starts withdrawing that 1 day a week that you've chosen. So that is showing you how that works. But let me show you just quickly the calculator that I've done in the background. So for example, I take my investment, which was $1,000, which I've plugged in here, $1,000 right here. So this is my investment here. And this is the stake calculator that I work out in terms of the bonuses. So if you stake $1,000 for 26 weeks, locked for 26 weeks, then you get 386% bonus on top of that. So it's 3.86. So it's whatever you've invested times 3.86, which is a bonus of $3,860. Now, what I've decided to do is instead of keeping this as a dollar value, because the piglet price is going to change a lot over that 6 months. So what I've decided to do is I've converted that $3,860 directly into piglets. And I've done that all here. So this is the bonus piglets number. So whatever bonus you get, which is $3,860 here, these are the piglets that you'll get. 257,333 piglets. But the bonus is worked out over time. So as stated in the white paper for the Piggy Bank, so 30% of your bonus is handed out over 75% of the time, and then 70%, the last 70% of your bonus is handed out over the remaining 25% of your time. So what I've done is I've broken the time down into quarters. So we have 3 quarters, and then we have the final quarter. So for the first 3 quarters of time, we have 30%. So I've taken 30% of the bonus, and I've split it up into thirds. But I haven't done it in straight thirds. I've started here as almost a quarter of your 30% bonus, and here I've got a third of the 30% bonus, and here I've got 0.4 of a 30% bonus. So this is the total 30% bonus split up into percentages, so you get more over time. So I'm not going to do this calculation on a daily basis. I've done this on a 4-quarter time basis. The first bonus that you'll receive is 20,000 piglets after 45 days. The second bonus that you'll receive is 25,000 piglets after 91 days. The third bonus you'll receive is 30,000 piglets after 136 days. That's the 30% bonus handed out over 75% of the locked period time. The last remaining 70% of your bonus over the 25% of the time is this one here, the fourth one, 180,000 piglets handed out at the end of the 182 days. So that's the 6 months. So yeah, unfortunately I can't do a daily calculation for that. I can only split that up into 4 time periods. And according to the white paper, I've split that up 30% over 75% time and 70% over 25% time. So for example, here, $1,000, you get a bonus of $3,860 converted to piglets, total bonus of 257,000 piglets. Your initial investment is 50,000 piglets. And your total investment calculated is 307,333 piglets. But that's only calculating the bonus. So as these bonuses are handed into the Piggy Bank calculator, you'll then be compounding more piglets each time period. So as these days go by, when you hit the 45th day, that 20,500 will be added to your Piggy Bank in terms of piglets. This day 91 will be inserted into your Piggy Bank, and so on and so forth. So yeah, like I said, it's only split up into 4 time periods and not calculated on a daily basis, so it's not entirely accurate, but it still gives you a bit of an idea of what you might get from your locked piggy bank stake. So here's an example of 8 weeks. 8 weeks is a bonus of 0.23 or 23%, $230. So your total bonus piglets is 15,000. Total investment is 50,000. So that's going to be 65,000 piglets in total, not including the compounding you do daily, or yeah, you do daily. So for 8 weeks, the last application for that bonus is 10,000 piglets on day 56. So let's just have a quick look at, see if 10,000 piglets goes in on day 56. Let's go to Piggy Bank version 2, and day 56 is right here. So on day 55, we have 417,000 piglets plus 13,000 compounded piglets. So that's about 430,000, 431,000, and then add another 10,000, 441,000. So that has gone in. And now your piglet count has gone up. Let's have a look at 12 weeks. So 12 weeks, let's have a look at the calculator. Day 84, we're going to receive 21,933 piglets. Day 84 is here. So on day 83, we have 1,062,000. So that's 1,097,000. 1,097,000 plus another 21,000. 1,097,000. Yeah, that's about right. 1,119,000. Those calculations are working correctly. Go for your life on what you want to choose for your stakes. However many weeks you want. 52 weeks. You're obviously not going to take any profits for the first year for 52 weeks. So that's an interesting calculation to look at as well. So if you just compounded for an entire year, or locked your stake for an entire year, it would be pretty impressive if the price was to stay along the lines of what's been calculated here. So that's entirely up to you what you want to put in there. Okay guys, that was a quick breakdown of the calculator. This is obviously the summary of your investment. So this is the unclaimed, unrealized gains that are still locked in the piggy bank, still locked in the drip faucet, still locked in the drip garden, your compounded gains that you cannot withdraw. Here is your realized gains over 12 months. Obviously, I haven't taken anything out of the piggy bank, so it's only 7,000. But if I only staked for 4 weeks, it would tell you, there you go, 166,000 in profits, and only locked for 4 weeks. And then you would have a daily income of $21,000, a return on your investment of 3 months, and locked $1 million in the piggy banks, drip faucet, and drip garden. So guys, I hope that is clear, and that's my version 2. I've got the staking stuff in there for the piggy bank, so have a play with that. The link is in the description of the video. Again, if you like my content, my videos, and my calculators, don't forget to subscribe, like the video, hit the notification button so you can get notified when new videos come out, and stay safe, everyone. I know the market's pretty crap at the moment. Just stay strong and keep compounding. Okay, guys, love ya. Talk to you soon. Bye.